Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Nvidia stock is down 0.29%, so nothing big on Nvidia stock, and getting up to 960 almost today and finding some resistance right there at 958.19 and then pulling back and now trading at 943 at the closing, pretty much flat on the day. Now, any technicals on Nvidia stock, if they're bullish, will definitely play out to the upside, like this bull flag recently broke out of this bull flag, and now you can see Nvidia almost trading at 960 today and now pulling back and closing at 943. Now here on Nvidia, this was a double top. We got the breakdown here, and then from this bearish engulfing candle, what we got here, guys? Not playing out. This thing immediately went back up, and now since this low right here, this thing went up 200 bucks in just a matter of 2 weeks. So now, is this actually a triple top on Nvidia? Well, we have to wait and find out, and I think only this earnings that is coming up next week on Wednesday, we will find out if this is actually going to be a triple top or we get a breakout over this previous all-time highs and this thing goes, all the way up to 1,000 and possibly even higher. So for tomorrow, guys, on Nvidia stock, 960 breaks, watch out for 974 and then 1,000. Below 960, there will be strong support right here at 926, 921, rising 5-day moving average. Also, we do have support down here around 900, 897, and then 889, down to even this gap, 862. And I don't think Nvidia coming down here before earnings, unless earnings are leaked out or something happens where we get some news. Nvidia definitely not coming down here at 862 until they release earnings, which is on Wednesday next week. So this is gonna be a big market moving event, big market moving stock that is releasing earnings next week on Wednesday, and you're going to see a big breakout to the upside or a huge dump off on Nvidia stock. On AMD, it's up 1.85%. So AMD, what I said last night, you guys can go back and rewind that video and watch it. I said that early as tomorrow, we could see AMD going up to 164 and possibly closing this gap right here just above 166. And what do we got today, guys? This was the perfect setup to short AMD for a nice day trade. And I did call this out on my Discord live trading this morning that this thing closing this gap here at 166 plus, that is gonna be your zone to short AMD. And if we did that today, well, you got paid big time because this thing came back and now trading at 162. So pretty much gave away like $5-6 immediately. And why this was actually a shorting opportunity today, look at this upper Bollinger Band. It's sitting at 162.89. We gapped up, and not only that, the stock was trading at 168, so it has to come down, and it did, and now it's holding right here at 162 and not above 164 and not above 50 SMA, 168.75 right here on this daily time frame. So for tomorrow, there will be support at 160 or just below that, this gap. That's going to act as a support on AMD, and below that, watch out for a move down to this gap, 153. Now to the upside, AMD can break and hold 164, then watch out for a move and a retest of 168.75, negative sloping 50 SMA, and above this, you're going to see a big breakout all the way up to even 184 on AMD. On Apple stock, it's absolutely flat on the day, and Apple again getting above 190 but not able to close above 190 and now trading pretty much flat on the day. So here on Apple, guys, now there will be support at 187.26, rising 5-day moving average, 185, 183, 180, 177, and then this gap 173.42. Now Apple can break and hold 190. Next up, definitely 195, and this is how far this upper Bollinger Band already expanded up to, almost 195. So that is going to be the next stop above 190, and we do have a strong bull trend on Apple stock. And how? Look at all these moving averages right here, guys. All are positive slope to the upside, and that is a freaking bull trend on Apple stock. And this thing can definitely hit 200 again and possibly even fresh new all-time highs. So watch out. Apple is on the move, and that means one thing: this thing can possibly go even higher soon as we get that breakout over 190 on Apple stock, and this thing can actually stay above 190. That should take Apple stock up to easily 195 to even 200. On Microsoft, is down 0.5%, so we actually shorted Microsoft today, getting some 415 puts at 425 and some change, pretty much at the top, and then selling out at 421 for a nice profit. And now it's trading at almost 421 just before closing and holding above and respecting that support 420. Now these are easy way to short anything big, like big mega cap stocks. Whenever you see a big name like Microsoft going above upper Bollinger Band, I mean, it's not 100%, but usually it works pretty much all the time. And you can see it right on my screen. We actually shorted today, and this thing pulled back. I mean, gave away almost what? $4 from the top, and that is enough for a day trade to make money. So we actually made money on this trade. Not a lot, but still a decent amount of money, and now it's trading above 420. So the technicals and this Bollinger Band on top and this overbought condition definitely helped us, get into this trade and get some money out of Microsoft on puts. Usually puts are not paying, right? Everything just shooting higher. So here on Microsoft, going into tomorrow's session, guys, there will be support at 420, just below that 418, 415, 413, and then 407.40. And then we can talk about this gap at 400. Above 420, guys, it's all bullish, and this thing can move up to 425 again and possibly been retesting previous all-time highs 430 plus right here on top. On Meta, it's down 1.73%, and this was a fantastic trade idea this morning. We actually got into Meta at 473 and some change, 485 calls for this Friday. And within minutes, guys, right at opening, this thing was up over 90%, locked in profit, and then this thing came back and now trading at 473. So not only Meta, Microsoft, another one I did call out AMD, and that one also actually worked out really nicely. So all these trade ideas are available on Patreon, and especially if you guys are serious and really into trading, then check out that link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into Meta and see where this thing can go. Well, it was trying to hold this 474 range, 5-day moving average as a support, and closed slightly under that level. So there will be resistance at 474, and above that, this thing can move all the way up to 484.58 to close this gap on top. And below that, there will be support at 470, 464, 452, all the way down here on Meta. On Amazon, stock is down 1.27%, so Amazon finding resistance right here at 186 to 185. 5-day moving average pulling back, breaking down below 185, and now trading just above 183. 20-day moving average on this daily time frame as a support. So this is gonna be your line in the sand. I would say 182.64. This moving average right here, this white line, will move up. So I would say 183. That's going to be the line in the sand to watch on Amazon. Soon as that breaks, more downside, 180. And then this gap comes into play, 173.92. And that's going to be also a strong support on Amazon. Now, if this is actually a normal, healthy pullback, not a double top, then watch out for a breakout over 185 to 186. And Amazon can stay above that level, then watch out for a move up to 190. And this is where I actually called it that Amazon needs to break and hold 190. The same day this thing actually went up to almost 192, but then came back and gave away all the gains and closing under 190. And that was your indication that it's not going to get that breakout. And now you can see, I mean, this thing is down almost $10 from the top. Came all the way down to 183 today. So $9-10 down in just a matter of 3-4 trading session. And if this thing actually takes out 180, it can go down even more. Unless we get that breakout over 185 and then 186, 5-day moving average, you're going to see continuation to the upside all the way back up to 190. And this is where Amazon needs to break 190. It needs to hold 190. And then you're going to see a breakout over 190. And that should take Amazon up to, possibly even 200. But, it's not happening at this moment. So watch out for that. On Google stock, it's up 0.89%. So Google again almost was there to hit fresh new all-time highs. And we did find some resistance right here at 176. And you can see this thing pulling back and closing just under 176. So blue sky above 176. And this thing can run easily up to 180 and possibly even higher with $70 billion in buyback right now. Under 176, there will be support right here. 5-day moving average 172.49, 170, 167.49, rising 20-day moving average right here, this white line. And once we get under 167.49, then we can talk about Google stock coming down all the way down to 162 and then this gap 158.28. Until then, watch out for the support here at 172.49 and resistance to break and hold 176. Soon as that happens, guys, 180 definitely coming on Google stock. But wait for that confirmation breakout over 176 before buying and holding, because you're pretty much buying at the top. And this is actually not a good spot to be in and going long right here on Google. On Tesla stock, it's up 0.5%, and Tesla actually holding these moving averages right here, 50 and 20, around 171 to 173. Again today, coming down to 171.43, going back up to 175, and pretty much closing near 175, holding these moving averages right here on this daily time frame as a support. So anything below 170, Tesla will dump easily down to 152 and then this gap 147.26. Now Tesla can hold here, and then we get that breakout over 177 and then 183. That is when you're going to see a big rally on Tesla all the way back up to 200. And this is where Tesla needs to break and hold for long-term continuation to the upside and possibly a big breakout on longer time frame. Not on this daily time frame, I'm talking about weekly time frame over 200. That is going to be a big level to watch. Once we get up here, if this thing can break and hold, that is going to be a weekly breakout for more upside and possibly going up and closing all these gaps on top. As of right now, just consolidating here. So we need to see which way Tesla goes. If this thing breaks out and starts moving higher, then you know that 200 is definitely coming. But if this thing gives up the support, 171 to 173 right here, these moving averages, then you're going to see Tesla dumping and possibly coming down and closing this gap 147.26 down here from earnings. On Netflix is down 0.5%, so nothing big and just consolidating right here, holding above 604 and also staying alive inside this bull flag right here on Netflix. Now, if this thing breaks out over 625, that's going to be a breakout from this bull flag consolidation, and you're going to see easily 630 to 636 and possibly even higher. Now, at some point, this bull flag does not play out, and we actually take out 604 right here, 50 SMA, you're going to see a drop easily down to 588, and then 20 SMA, 583, and below that, 564. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated